Today, Governor Walz gave us a clearer picture on when he might loosen COVID restrictions.
What I can tell you is Thursday, I hope Thursday, we'll be prepared to make an announcement around where we're at in COVID.
The governor went on to say that Minnesotans can assume they'll have a very normal looking summer if 70% of eligible people get vaccinated by June. He made those comments while calling on state lawmakers to pass his summer education funding package. As John Croman explains, Walz wants that education piece to get done before the budget deadline.
On Teacher Appreciation Day, a certain retired geography teacher stopped at Alice Smith Elementary in Hopkins to make a push for his $150 million summer learning plan.
It's now time for us to move the summer learning plan. It's now time to give consistencies to our administrators, to our teachers, to our youngest learners, and to our taxpayers.
The money, a combination of federal and state dollars, would allow schools to expand summer learning, summer pre-K, field trips and hands-on experiences, and expand mental health support for students and teachers.
We absolutely need this funding. It will help us add staff. It will help us engage in community partnerships, expand programming to include leadership development, enrichment, acceleration opportunities, field trips.
The governor first asked for this in February, set a deadline of April 15th to get it passed at the Capitol. The summer learning plan has already made it through the DFL-controlled House, but not the GOP-controlled Senate. So once again, Governor Walz is dealing with the special challenges of this state having the only divided legislature in the nation. Some Republicans say they'll only support the plan if in-person learning is mandated. But the Education Commissioner says some parents may not be comfortable with that yet.
So what we are saying is we are going to provide as much in-person learning as possible because that's what we have been doing. But we also want to make sure that we have that opportunity for families to make those decisions.
One thing was clear at Alice Smith Elementary, kids seemed to like their governor and they liked the camera. In Hopkins, for KARE 11 News, I'm John Croman.